I'd like it better if you were shirtless.
Yeah, but
You're not going to do that?
I think YouTube would flag us.
No? What do you
YouTube
mean?
doesn't want that. It's too sexual. Too many pussies would get wet. And YouTube doesn't want that. Why does that gross you out? The fact that I get pussies wet. Pussies and butts. I get butts wet too. I give them diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
What's up? Okay, you just want to get right into it? Because you don't really like to lollygag around.
Well, I have something to say, but I don't know if I want to bring it up.
You want me to start? Okay.
I don't know. My hands are so sweaty.
We've been watching a lot of Love is Blind
Mm-hmm.
lately, and it's pretty good program. What do you think? Do you think we would have fell in love if we were on the pods? If we were in the pods? That sounds like a no. This is not good.
I'm trying to have an opinion, but really I just think that show is for fucking losers, so neither of us would be on it.
Yeah, hypothetically.
No. Here's the problem.
We were
No. Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That show is for people who... It's doomed. People who are doomed.
Like
We're doomed in other ways.
Because they're sad and
No,
lonely,
they're just
what do you mean?
doomed. They couldn't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on a reality dating show, if you ended up on any reality dating show, you couldn't fucking figure it out. And both of us are really good at relationships. We've almost never been single. We're both good at sex. And we're also we have emotional intelligence. If you have emotional intelligence, you don't end up on a dating show. That's just how it goes. And like, do we need to not see each other in order to fall in love? Also, no, because we have any type of social skills. And these people are sad losers that focused on the wrong thing, because love isn't the only thing that matters. And these people focused on like their shitty career, some stupid dog they bought, and they just didn't, you know what I mean? It's Loserville. And that's why we love watching it. Because you're like, oh, but this person's attractive. They should have been able to figure it out. Doesn't matter.
So what you're saying is you don't think we would have fell in love if we were in the pods?
It's just so irrelevant because, like, we literally figured it out on our own. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what everyone else watching the show is.
No,
thinking,
there's some of
I
those
think.
losers going. I used to know a girl who wanted to be on The Bachelor so bad.
Like that was her goal in life, was to...
Yeah.
Did she ever...
No, she actually just fucking figured it out.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, if you want to be on those shows, like, I actually, like, if you're going on the show for clout, then, like, great, awesome. But if you're going on those shows for anything other than clout, you're sad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're definitely sad, but...
Yeah, we're sad in other ways.
You mean like because we're poor?
Yeah. Well, we just don't care about money, which could sometimes be a problem.
I don't know. I would like money.
No, it's not about whether we would like it or not. Obviously, we fucking would like it. We just don't care that much. We'll literally do whatever it takes to put forth the least amount of effort to earn money. That way we can do whatever we want. And we don't go like, oh, man, I want to chase the paper. I want to get bags. We don't give a I mean, we're not we're not going to be greedy. It's not going to happen.
I don't know. I want to get rich.
Yeah, but it's even
I'm
your
trying to
version
get
of rich.
and
Yeah, but
then
what's your version of rich? Say how rich you want to be. You want to
like,
have like $100,000. Like that doesn't even count.
No, I want more money than that.
Okay, what's your peak?
I mean, probably like a bill, like $1 billion.
You don't even know what that means. How much is $1 billion? How many millions is $1 billion? You don't know. You literally don't know, bro. Like say an accurate lifestyle.
999.
Yeah, whatever. It's like 1,000 million or something, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Thousand million.
But I'm not interested in that. Tell me your ideal lifestyle. You wake up.
Jerk off.
No, with the money.
Go back to sleep.
What car do you drive? What house do you live in? What activities are you doing that you're spending this money on?
Well, I didn't spend the money. That's why I still have the money.
No, I'm just saying that we're
I'd
simple
probably,
people.
I mean, I would want to I'd probably get like a bunch of pills. Be like pilled up. Like Juice World.
You're just making things up.
I'm not making things up.
You're not.
I would like to be rich and depressed and be on a bunch of opiates.
No, you don't.
That's
no,
a
you're
legitimate
lying.
goal of mine.
No, it's not.
You can't tell me what my dreams are.
Well, I for sure can. That's kind of what I'm here for.
No.
Yep.
No.
I'm here to tell you what you can and cannot be.
I'm telling you, like, I would like to be rich and sad and addicted to opiates because that's like, those are the coolest guys. It's like, yeah, of course, like, fucking broke people are sad. They're on the bus and shit.
I don't think that we're sad.
Okay, well, speak for yourself.
I just think that you're dramatic. And, like, so are rich people. So it's like you're already doing it.
There you go. That's one thing.
You're dramatic about the exact opposite of stuff that I'm dramatic about.
What are you
like, what do I hate? I hope you say what I think you're going to say. But
no, I'm probably not. I mean, you hate when I, like, won't stop farting.
I didn't mean you, by the way.
I know, but that's the first thing that came to mind was, like, when I'm just, like, nonstop farting,
you don't have
really
fart etiquette, but that's because you grew up with a single dad.
Etiquette.
Yeah, you don't understand, like, when and where to fart.
Because you're one of these psychos that thinks I should, like, leave the room to fart and then come back. Like,
well, it depends on what kind of fart you're going to have.
Apartment.
It depends on what kind of fart you're about to have. And you also you've sharted before, and anyone who sharted doesn't really have a concept of, like, should I go to the bathroom? Should I do this and that? You're, like, mentally challenged.
I haven't sharted in, like, a decade.
I know you haven't in a while, which, by the way, kind of take some credit for that.
No,
I take a little bit of credit.
I feel like I have really good bowel control.
But it's really not about just your bowel control. It's about what food you're eating.
That's part of it. But also I can hold my poop for a really long time.
That's not something you should be doing.
I'm just saying I can.
That's not something anybody should be doing. You shouldn't be holding poop in. What the fuck is that?
See, this is why I think if we were on Love is Blind, it wouldn't have worked out.
Because I don't hold my shit in?
Because this would have been
Until
one of the first things.
Diarrhea in my pants.
This is one of the first things I would have brought up.
You
in the
fucking
pods.
psychopaths! I literally do this on stage right now. It's like,
ugh, here we go.
I'm just saying, why are you eating stuff that gives you diarrhea?
Because it's good. What do you mean?
Just eat stuff that doesn't give you diarrhea.
Like what? Salads? I like salads.
No, sometimes salad gives people diarrhea. I'm just saying.
There you go.
If you personally know. Imagine if I'm just eating handfuls of almonds, even though I know I'm allergic to them. It's stupid. It's stupidity.
Yeah, but you would if you could.
No, I don't want to fucking shart my. It's like if there's even a slight chance that I would shit in my pants, like that should be a bigger deal to people. That should be a bigger deal to you. That there's the possibility of shitting yourself, but everyone's kind of like, I could do it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean.
See, you're not even fazed by it at all.
No.
But you also have like.
I mean, shitting myself. Yeah, that's a nightmare situation.
That's what sharting
but it's
is.
Just no.
Yes,
Shitting and sharting are two different things. That's why they're two different
poop
words.
comes out.
A little bit of poop.
See how? Do you hear yourself?
That's not even close to the same thing.
I mean, it's just having such low standards for your own like physical comfort. Oh, you're only pooping in your pants a little bit. It's like, what do you? How are you living
also,
life?
It's an accidental poop.
How are
it's
you?
a fart that
how
turns
are
into.
you working through your day and thinking that a little bit of poop inside your pants is like an okay acceptable thing. Like, don't you have like I don't.
It's not it's not an okay acceptable thing. It's just, but it is a thing that happens.
No, it doesn't have to.
It literally happens to everyone, and I can't wait for you.
No,
to
there's
shart.
tons of people. By the way, I've shared sharting shit
Polls.
on my
I know.
on my story, and plenty of people have responded to me that they've never sharted.
Liars.
They're not. Why would they lie?
They're lying. Because they're ashamed.
It's actually not that hard to not shit yourself. It's just really you have to care and you have to not want to shit yourself.
I feel like you're being really insensitive.
I'm an insensitive
people
person.
That
Good.
shit
No. There is acceptable stereotypes. There's acceptable levels of it. Like if you're sick or if you're if you have Crohn's, then yeah, you're allowed to shart yourself.
They get a hall pass?
Of course.
Because doctors say...
Yeah, they have IBS. If you have IBS, there's nothing wrong with your stomach. You just decided to eat 7-Eleven taquitos, and that's you made a bad choice.
A lot of that is like how you're raised too. Some people were raised on...
To shart themselves?
Yeah, some people were raised...
You were raised by a sharter?
Yes.
I don't think that
I was, actually.
I don't think my parents are sharters.
That's my point.
Okay, well, I'm still saying
you weren't raised by sharters. You don't come from a long line of sharters.
Okay, well, I'm still saying you can want better for yourself. Like we're also raised by parents of divorce, but that doesn't mean that we're going to be divorced.
Statistically speaking, probably.
I'd rather shart myself than get a divorce, I'll tell you that much.
Well, I mean,
you know who's worse than sharters? Is just like nice people who are nice.
Yeah, you don't really.
I hate people who are nice. It's
you don't like them, no?
It's really obnoxious to be nice, in my opinion.
Do you think that maybe it's like a you thing? Maybe it's not their fault, and maybe.
Well, no, it's their fault.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's just like you're one-dimensional. That's one dimension. You can be nice. It can be part of your personality, but it can't be that you're just nice. That's like if you're just sharting all the time.
My thing with people that are just nice is like it's just hard to trust them. It feels like there's some really dark, deep-seated, like fucked up shit going on behind closed doors. And when someone is just nice all the time, it's like, are you fucking kicking puppies? I don't know. That's
not true, because there's some nice people that we know that I genuinely believe that they're nice, but I also don't want to like hang out with them. I don't have anything to say to them. If like they
I feel like they're like into some really like fucked up porn or something.
You want them to be perverted, which I don't.
No, it's not that I want them to be. It's just that everyone has some kind of dark side to them.
I just think that like. I don't know. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. You know that?
Yeah.
I disagree.
I mean, yeah, I know.
If you don't have anything nice to say it to me. Because I want to hear it. Also, I want to hear it about people that I don't even know. Like, it's not even like a personal thing where I'm like, oh, I actually want bad things to happen to people. And I want to say, and I genuinely mean shit. I just think it's like fun to be mean.
Mm-hmm.
It is more fun to be mean, especially
yeah, for sure.
Like if someone DM'd me like, oh, my coworker is a stupid fucking idiot that likes toy cars. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll talk shit about anyone is what I'm saying. I don't have to know them. I don't have to have like any information on them to be able to talk shit about them.
Yeah.
It's not a real personal thing. It's
just fun.
It's just fun to be mean.
Yeah.
And if you disagree, then it's like you're fucking boring. And you apparently Cameron thinks that you are a pedophile or something.
For sure.
Cameron thinks that if you're nice,
that you're
a pedophile. No, I don't necessarily think that.
Yeah.
But
okay, so my last thing about Love Is Blind is what happened to all the fat
the fat
all
girls.
The fat chicks?
Yeah,
it's like they showed them in the preview, And literally within 10 minutes of the first episode, they just disappear. They don't.
They specifically wanted you to know that on this season, we have fat girls, and they got personality, and then they didn't.
I guess they don't. Yeah,
they don't.
Which that has to suck too. That it's like, it's not just because you're fat. I guess. Yeah,
you also have a bad personality.
Yeah, it's also. You have a fat personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were weird about the promos.
It was just deceiving. And my thing is like that they don't show them like leave or what. It's like, are they still in the pods?
They just slowly stop showing.
No, they very quickly stopped showing. Yeah. Like literally within 10 minutes of the first episode, they're like, all right, don't worry, they're gone. Hey, guys, sorry about that. Netflix,
there wasn't any fat guys, though. So maybe that's what happened. I don't know.
I wish that we could have got
You don't even find out what about their personality eliminated them. You don't even find out. They don't show a single person dating one of them, right? Oh, you know what they show? They showed one guy asking one of the fat girls if she works out. And then she said no, and then we never saw her again.
That was the end. Yeah.
And then a trap door appeared and she fell through.
Into a pit of snakes.
And they weren't ugly.
No.
Honestly, they were probably some of the most attractive of the bunch because I think this season they did put like a little bit less attractive people in. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe season 3.
Yeah, I think they should have we think they should have like old people on there, like people that are like 70.
Yeah,
because that probably wouldn't come up, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a TikTok where like a girl and a guy were making fun of when they first see each other, you know? Which is like kind of my favorite part when they get to see each other.
Oh, I don't know.
You hate it. I like it because I'm like, yeah, you fucking stupid. You made the wrong choice. Look
it's
at
always
how stupid and ugly this guy is.
It's bad when they it's a bad sign when they hug too much. When they like hug and they like maybe and they like kind of like the girl kind of like
goes the other way.
Up.
That's how I hug. I hate hugging, and that's how they do in Love Is Blind. Like this.
Yeah.
Like your arms have to touch the person, but you want your neck and your head to be going away.
Yeah.
That's how I hug people.
Also, have you ever been to a cenote? I wanted to ask that.
I haven't, which is surprising.
You seem like you would have at some point.
Every DJ and influencer in the world wants to let you know that there's a word for underground cave waters, right? Is that what it is?
I guess, yeah.
It's just like, what is it?
Just a cave.
Is it just a cave, though?
It's like a cove, right?
We're going to look it up.
Hey, where I'm from, we call them coves.
You don't have anything where you're from. You have Carl's Jr., not cenotes. It is a natural pit sinkhole resulting from the collapse of limestone bedrock that exposes groundwater.
Yeah, but it's like
specifically associated with the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico.
But like DJs don't know that.
That's what I'm saying.
They just like saying cenote.
It's a Mexican swimming hole, which sounds really racist. Yeah. I didn't mean it to sound racist. I'm just saying it's a swimming hole that's beautiful, but people like to refer to it as a cenote because they're like, oh, look, I've been to Mexico before, and I have money, and I'm a DJ.
I can't believe you've never been to a cenote. That's so
I can believe you've never been to a cenote just by looking at you.
Do they have cenotes in TJ?
You know, I might have been. I actually might have been to one because technically I've been to something similar in Hawaii. And I have been to areas of Mexico that have that while I was blackout drunk when I was younger. So I could have been there and I just don't remember. I went to MTV Spring Break. I have almost no memory of that.
Ooh, that's not a good sign.
And people were getting beheaded in Acapulco while I was there.
For MTV Spring Break?
Yeah, it was part of the Carson Daly's segment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
What?
The cartel is just really like running shit there.
Yeah, I mean, not as much in Acapulco. Like, they were saying that, but it's like you have to go out of one of the 5 roads that the tourists are in.
Yeah.
I wasn't venturing away from open bar. I was at the open bar getting gross, weird, fucking strange dudes were taking shots out of my belly button. Blech.
Ew.
I know. So gross. Body shots. So
you do
gross.
have a good belly button for taking shots out of.
I have a really deep belly button.
Deep, yeah.
And actually, someone on TikTok was like, what's wrong with your belly button?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they thought it was a scar.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, ugh. Maybe they're, never mind.
It's not weird. It's just deep. Honestly, it's not grosser than an Audi.
Yeah, that's true. Audis are the worst.
I think my brother has like an Audi innie, and those are weird too.
Yeah. People should be able to get their Audis like circumcised.
You can.
Oh.
I'm sure
why
you
don't
can.
they?
I'm sure people do.
The state should pay for that. That should be like covered under Medi-Cal.
Why the state? You mean like your health insurance?
Yeah.
Not the state.
Who covers your health insurance?
You do, or your job?
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about poor people.
Yeah, the state.
Thank you. Check.
You're always referencing everything in terms of poor people, but like other people aren't.
It's my
poor.
point of reference.
Yeah,
the people watching this are definitely poor.
They're richer than us.
Well, yeah. Give us money.
Hey, do you guys make more than $15,000 a year?
Combined? Yeah. I don't know.
I think
really
it's actually impressive how little money we make. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think if people found out how much money we really made, they'd be like, how is that even possible?
And we live in LA.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Everyone's always
we live in one of the most expensive places.
You need a car. You need a bank account. It's like, no, you don't.
Need a pair of working legs. That's what you need.
Yeah, you need to be able to fucking walk, or else you're going to get kicked off Love is Blind.
Yeah. I'm just really glad that our connection is so deep, though. Our emotional connection. So deep.
Yeah.
It's crazy how deep our emotional connection. It's like your belly button.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's probably deeper than anybody else's emotional connection.
I think that single people are so annoying, and it's like, and it's not that like that they're single that's annoying. It's that the age we're at is specifically annoying when people are single because they're just fucking panicking.
Yeah.
They're just SpongeBob when he threw out the name. They're just burning everything in their brain that isn't dating.
Getting married.
And they want to make it your problem. They want you to help them figure it out. It's like you're on your own. And that's why you're sad.
It's also crazy to be single but be like, I'm ready to get married. It's like, what do you mean? To who?
You're not in a relationship.
To literally anybody. Whoever the fuck is behind this blue wall.
You know this is what the problem with
wild.
This is what makes me mad about single people who are freaking out. It's that you made a choice now, and I made a choice. This is why we make $15,000 a year. We made a choice that our priority for most of our life was to find somebody to spend our time with and to share our life with. And we picked people who were probably fucking annoying and the wrong person, but that helped us figure it out. Now you are 10 years behind figuring it out, and you're fucked. You either gotta roll the dice or you're gonna get married when you're 40.
I feel like you're saying, like, it's weird because it feels like you're bragging about being codependent.
No.
You're like, we made a choice to be codependent.
It's not.
And
it's not just codependence. It's deeper than that. It's going like, what's more important to you, money or happiness? And most people pick money.
Yeah. But
most people pick money because they're stupid.
Yeah, it's like, look at us. Look how Happy and poor we are.
God, you guys are so dumb.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to tell you this, by the way. So.
You're gay?
Yeah.
You're trans?
Speaking of like single people and whatever.
My makeup's so itchy.
This drunk girl tried to make out with me last night.
That's awesome.
I wanted to wait and tell you on the podcast.
Tried to make out with you as
she
in
went
like
in for
leaning like drunkenly into you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my makeup is so itchy.
I was like walking by the wheel turn.
Ew, it was a street fucking girl? It wasn't a girl at the mic?
No, it was a street girl.
Ew.
She was like coming out of the wheel turn or whatever, and she literally like ran into traffic.
That's sad.
She ran into traffic.
This isn't cool anymore.
She almost got ran over.
You should have kept it a different story.
And then turned around. And then she was looking at me like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, Are you okay? You almost got ran over. And then she was like, "It's all good." And then she put her hand on the small of my back, and then she like started leaning in for a kiss. And then her other friend pulled her into an Uber.
What did she look like?
She looked like she wasn't old enough to be drunk.
I didn't mean age. I mean, is she ugly? Is she hot?
She wasn't ugly.
The story.
She was kind of hot, I guess. Yeah.
Sounded like it was going to be cool, and it just got sad and
yeah.
like
it was sad for sure.
Well,
but it still made me feel good.
Because somebody who was blackout drunk, like you were the first person they saw, and so they tried to kiss you.
Yeah.
You could have been a fire hydrant for all she cared. She could have started pissing and shitting on the floor in front of you after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably what she was doing.
I thought it was going to be like a girl at the mic, and there was going to be more of like a porn angle to it. It's like, this isn't turning me on at all.
Nope. She almost got ran over.
God, your stories about girls hitting on you are never satisfying.
Maybe not for you.
Except for when older ladies would hit on you at the La Jolla Comedy Store. That was pretty hot.
Yeah. Yep. They love me.
Yeah, we need to get you laid. He's only had sex with 5 people. It's like, that's unacceptable.
Okay. Well, we're going to bleep that part out. We're going to bleep the number.
You can bleep the number.
You didn't put up the number 5. You didn't do this, did you? Because then I have to blur out your hand. You did that. I have to blur out.
Yeah, you've only had sex with 5 people, and it's like, ooh, that is embarrassing.
Yeah, well,
we need to get
I gotta cheat on you.
Yeah. Eventually.
Well,
you don't like think any girls are hot, which is like really annoying.
Because I'm gay.
You don't like.
I think girls are hot. That's not true. I also like.
Who's hot then? Name a hot girl.
Proof that girl last night.
See, he makes it into a bit.
Ran over. Okay.
You can't name a single girl that you think is hot, and that's insane.
No, it's just
because I know that you think I'm attractive, and I'm not the hottest girl that exists.
It's like people that I know. I'm trying to think of a celebrity that's hot.
Well, you could say someone you know is, and just in the sake of you being able to say at least one person and name one celebrity, real person, anyone. And you can bleep their name out too, because it's like I actually don't care, but
no, it's more editing than I want to do.
See, you can't. That's crazy.
No, there's a lot of hot ladies. There's a lot of them. I don't know. They're all hot. Hey, you guys are. I'd have sex with all of you. Fat, old, Asian.
It's crazy. It's crazy because it's like we're just so different.
I'm attracted to Korean girls. I've noticed that lately. There's a lot of really hot Korean ladies in our neighborhood.
You're a liar because how about the girl from Egg Tuck? She's like the hottest girl.
She's whatever.
God, you're so
She's
dumb.
hot. Fine, she's hot. Yeah, the girl at Egg Tuck.
Fine, she's hot. You're like a closeted gay guy.
The girl at Egg Tuck is hot.
Yeah, there's a girl at Egg Tuck on Wilshire Boulevard.
This is such a weird shout out.
She's super hot. She's literally always there every weekend. So if you want to see her.
My thing with you and a lot of our friends is that nobody's as hot as you make them out to be.
Stop.
That's why I like.
No.
Yeah, everyone's hot. I'd have sex with anyone. Whatever. I'll subscribe to their OnlyFans.
Oh my God.
But
are you subscribed to someone's OnlyFans?
No, but I'm saying I would though, hypothetically. Whose OnlyFans would I be subscribed to? Do we know anybody? If we knew somebody that had an OnlyFans, I would subscribe to it. Because I would like to just be like, well, what do you look like naked?
So you don't have any OnlyFans subscriptions?
No, is this you trying to call me out on something?
No, it just seems like...
Because the way like that you did this and then...
No, I know. That was for the camera.
And then put your hand on
That was
here,
for the camera.
That was a very like, oh, shit. Do I?
I've subscribed to 2 girls OnlyFans before,
what?
but it's because...
Who?
But it's because they had free ones. And then I unsubscribed,
yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
they were just like on Twitter.
There's also so much free porn that it just doesn't...
No, it doesn't count. The OnlyFans, the desire to subscribe to OnlyFans is so strong because some of these girls are so hot and they're so good at taking nudes. Like in my opinion, like nudes is like the Olympics to me. Like Twitter nudes are my Olympics. Like when I see a girl that like oiled her body up just right, like has like 12 different types of lighting on her, natural lighting, and then she has like also a mirror angle and she's like in the perfect position, like nothing is cooler or more attractive. And if we were rich, I'm telling you right now, I'd have like 500 OnlyFans subscriptions.
Yeah. See, that's dumb. I would just be pilled up.
So your dick couldn't get hard because you're gay and you're just with a woman who you don't want to have sex with?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I feel like my dick would still get hard.
No, your dick stops getting hard with those pills.
There's pills for that too.
Not how it works. You can't be on a deathly dose of opiates every day and still get your dick hard.
I don't know if that's true.
I know for sure it's true. Actually, I have a picture of a guy who was smoking heroin last night on the train.
Oh, okay.
His dick was rock hard.
Yeah.
No,
there you go.
No, you know what's crazy about the people who smoke heroin on the train though, is like they'll be yelling at like imaginary people and they'll be like, "Where's Dave?" You know, they'll be doing that, and then they'll be like, "Where's Dave?" And
they're doing like the Cheech and Chong bit.
And then the guy, and then is that a Cheech and Chong bit?
Yeah, Dave's not here, man. It's fucking
okay.
whatever.
I don't know anything about Cheech and Chong.
But
so the guy will be like, "Where's Dave?" And then he'll go to me, "What time is it?"
Yeah.
And you're like, 7:30.
Like, Dave should be here by now.
Yeah, no.
And then Dave walks through.
No, this guy was freaking out, and then he just came up to me very nicely and was like, "What's the time?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, I wanted to take a video of him. It's
crazy when they turn off the crazy, and then just become a person, and then just go back to.
Does anyone have a pen I can borrow?
Schizophrenia.
I don't know if it's schizophrenia even. Like you just don't know.
Yeah.
I got an entire plate of chicken fingers and French fries thrown at me at the train the other day. I told you about it. Mm-hmm. It didn't hit me because it actually hit the wall next to me, and I was crying because Tom Segura's dad died, and I found out on the train, and so then this nice Asian guy gave me napkins.
My favorite part of that story is when the guy that threw the rotisserie chicken at you.
It's not a rotisserie. It was chicken fingers and French fries.
Okay, well, you said a whole chicken when you initially told me the story. So I pictured a rotisserie.
I think I said a whole plate of chicken, but whatever.
My favorite part of the story is when he drop kicked the door.
No, the window.
Okay. Well.
He drop kicked the window and he almost shattered it. He completely spidered it out. What do you call that?
That's, I guess. I don't know.
He fucking, it looked like he did that, but he really just drop kicked it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It
was pretty cool.
I've never seen someone drop kick
a window on the train.
I've never seen someone do a drop kick that's not in a wrestling ring.
It was real. Like it wasn't like he kind of did it. Like he put his whole body into it.
Yeah.
And he fell into the seats, and then he just got up.
Yeah. Was that before or after he threw chicken at you?
After he threw the chicken. Uh-huh. He actually had a whole bag full of to-go food. I think he had like a fried rice thing too that he was throwing everywhere.
This is why we shouldn't give homeless people food.
Don't give homeless people.
We're just going to throw it at people.
Yeah, give them water balloons next time. Because if I get hit by a water balloon on the train, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Food is like...
Yeah.
Anyway, the red line's pretty cool.
Yeah, red line's
People are
cool.
so annoying about danger. They're like, isn't that dangerous? Like, aren't you in danger? Like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, why do people feel like they're entitled to not be in danger at some point during the day? Like, I don't.
And you think that my perspective is like just too poor? That's such a
It is a poor people. It is a poor.
Like, why should I not be in danger? It's like, well, most people have money don't.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that. They have no concept of what real danger is, because there is clear and present danger sometimes, but then there's also just situations where it's like you're with a bunch of other people who are normal, regular people. They don't have any skills of judgment on what real danger is.
Street smarts.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like, why do you want to go through your whole life being scared of everyone that's poor? Like, you need to know which poor people to be scared of.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just stupid, and like I feel like it makes you like your perspective super skewed, and it doesn't matter. It's not funny.
So, I want to do one more thing because I think we got like 1 bar of battery on the
just go till it dies.
Zoom recorder. Okay. But so we've been having some pretty heated discussions lately about pizza and ice cream specifically.
It's not really a
because
debate.
Here's the thing: is that you're like a snob when it comes to a lot of things, especially with food.
I'm not a snob.
You're a snob for sure.
No.
The fact that I brought home Kroger's brand ice cream and you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's not a snob.
That's snobbish.
No, somebody has taught you
behavior.
Someone has taught you that that's snobbery. But if you take together the amount of money you spent on 2 ginormous tubs of ice cream for a 2-family household, and you bought the correct size ice cream and a better ice cream, it's the same or less money. It's you making the wrong decision.
No.
Yeah.
I made the right decision.
No.
1, they were on sale.
That's not a reason to buy things, Cameron.
2,
we've talked about that. You think
it's
sales
more
save
ice
you
cream.
money.
The
Sales
ice cream
are a
lasts
trick.
longer.
We don't want the ice cream to last longer.
I do. I like ice cream.
But just because you like ice cream doesn't mean you should eat it every single day like it's part of your day.
But I like it.
You're wrong here. And it's not about snobbery. It's just about like.
No, you were being a snob about it.
I'm telling you that
you were like, this is wrong. You're 100% dumb.
100% it's wrong. You know
and
what they do?
And then you made a list of acceptable ice cream.
Yeah, you need it.
Of acceptable ice cream brands, and you sent that to me, and you're like, you're welcome.
Yes.
And it's like, you don't see the snobbery in that?
No, here's what the problem is for you.
It's ice cream.
No,
it's all of it's good.
No. That's
ice cream is good.
That's not true, Cameron. They take your ice cream that you bought, okay? They put half of it as ice cream. The other half is just molded together garbage that they put in a blender and mixed it with your ice cream in order to give you more and sell more to you.
All right.
So you want me to also love eating garbage because you're a garbage eater.
Ice cream is garbage, though.
It's not that ice cream, fat and sugar is necessarily like one of them is better for you, but it's better when it doesn't have additives in it. This is not funny either because it's just me giving my serious take on it because I've already like actually written a joke about it. This is more of a serious take.
I don't know. My point is there's no bad ice cream. There's definitely no bad pizza. Even bad. I realized this as I was walking home here. There's the worst that pizza can be is mediocre.
No.
Even the worst pizza you've ever had is like still, it's like, oh, this is okay.
No.
It's not bad.
Listen, again, I know people who shart their pants have low standards for what they put in their body because they don't care if it makes their stomach hurt and they don't care if a little poop comes out of their butt from eating it.
Thank you.
But that is still wrong. Like you should go, when I eat something, not only do I want it to taste good, I want it to not make me feel sick. I want it to come out the other end in a way that's pleasant. I want it to have like the best ingredients possible that I can consume for my health and just like my vitality.
It's pizza.
No.
It's going to make me feel like shit.
No. Where was pizza invented?
Italy.
Yeah, in the Mediterranean region where all of the ingredients they use are completely fresh. That's what it's meant to be.
Okay, but that's not how we do things in America.
In America,
Little Caesars, pizza. It's twice as good as just pizza. It's pizza.
They want to take scraps of probably diarrhea that comes out of or chicken buttholes or whatever they do, and they want to take all of that and they want to blend it together and they want to roll out the dough and they want to shove it down your stupid poor throat and they want you to go, it's actually pretty good, and you're doing that.
Exactly.
So how are you right?
That's what I'm saying.
You
proved my point for me.
You're a corporate slave to Little Caesars, and you want me to be on your side about it.
Pizza can literally be made out of human diarrhea and still be like probably not that bad, to be honest. If it's got cheese and pepperoni and, it's like who cares if it's made out of poop?
Yeah, people eat out of the trash. Are you going to go into the dumpster downstairs and eat out of it? Because people do that. Do you want to be one of those people? So where do you draw the line? Will you eat out of the actual trash?
Sorry, I'm getting a thing. Like a buzzing.
Wait, what about the guy that was down the hallway for us?
I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, go ahead. That's better. This is like actually turning too serious. Our building's ratchet too, and actually, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I just wasn't. No, it's definitely. I don't know.
It's like a 7 on the ratchet scale.
Yeah, it's better than where we used to live.
Where we used to live is like what, like a 9.5?
Easy, yeah.
Maybe a 9.7.
But
this is like a 7.
There was some domestic abuse. Yeah, there was some bad stuff happening
there was a domestic dispute on our floor the other night.
Like next door.
At like
I hope he's not listening to this podcast.
I don't care.
Through the wall. But yeah, there was like some banging around, some glass shattered.
Whatever.
And then the cops showed up at like 1 a.m.
And then you eavesdropped, and what did you hear?
Yeah, the cops banged on the door, and I went and put my ear to the wall, and the cops were like, "Hey, we heard you're beating up your girlfriend or whatever." And the guy was like, "Oh no, I live alone," which, whatever. And then
no girlfriends to beat up here.
Yeah, which anyway, then the cops were like, "Yeah, we heard, we got a noise complaint about some breaking of glass and blah blah blah." And the guy was like, "Well, there was no breaking of glass per se," which is probably that's probably the worst part about this whole thing. It's like, yeah, domestic abuse is bad, but also you're going to use the phrase per se.
That's like when you're drunk and you're trying to prove that you're not drunk.
Well,
yeah.
She wasn't 18 per se. It's like, you're such a piece of shit.
She wasn't bleeding out of her eye per se.
Per se is such a piece of shit
what
phrase.
What does per se mean? Wait, don't tell me. I want to look it up. Do you know? Because, like, what language is that? It's funny to
French.
It's funny to speak French after you beat the shit out of your girlfriend.
C'est
la vie. To the LAPDs, c'est la vie. Per se is by or in itself, intrinsically.
Yeah, like what? That doesn't even make sense then.
Beating the shit out of her per se.
Yeah. He's a good dude. We're gonna go get beers later.
Gonna invite him to a show.
Yeah.
He's probably a good laugher. Probably has a good sense of humor.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. I wanted to bring that up, but I was like, I don't know what's really funny about it.
It's funny that he was like speaking French to the LAPD.
Yeah. It is a really funny defense to be like, well, There was no breaking of glass.
Yeah, he was splitting hairs. He was like, well, it was actually plastic, but.
Yeah. Also, there definitely was.
I didn't hear any breaking glass, but I'm also kind of deaf
it.
and blind, and like it's crazy. People speak
Deaf,
to me at
blind,
work.
and dumb.
People speak to me at work, and I have to say what to them like 5 times.
You're kind of like a hot Helen Keller. Helen Keller might have been hot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was she a bad bitch?
They never honestly cast that ugly of girls to play her, so.
Yeah.
But that's just how Hollywood is.
Be funny if she was also fat and they just threw that into deaf,
that's part
dumb,
of her disability.
blind, and fat.
And then they put her on Love is Blind.
Yeah,
and the person can't communicate with her at all.
Love is blind, deaf, dumb, and fat as fuck.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think people are going to see this years from now and they're going to kick us off Spotify?
I'm allowed to say that people are fat. I mean, some people are fat, but I don't know if they're going to be mad about it. Can't say.
Yeah, who knows?
I wish I could gain some weight right now.
Yeah, you could.
I need a little bit of weight to gain.
I mean, honestly, you could probably stand to lose a few pounds.
You do say that to me a lot.
Tubbo.
You do call me fat all the time.
Yeah, it's so fun to call you fat. I couldn't call my other girlfriends fat.
Yeah, I guess it's fun. I don't know.
It is fun. What do you call me? You call me gay, I call you fat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of...
We use whatever hate speech...
That's what love is.
...is our favorite on each other.
Yeah.
I love hate speech. I prefer to communicate only in hate speech, really.
Yeah,
if I had my choice in my relationships with my friends and my family, I would communicate only in hate speech.
Only in racial
slurs?
When
I have to like be like, I love you. Like I can't even say it.
Yeah, it is weird when I hear you talk to like your dad and you have to like pretend that you're not a monster.
Yeah.
It's so
kind
weird.
of annoying. It's like,
yeah.
Being nice is just like such a waste of time. God, it's such a waste of time. Truly. To be on this planet and to spend your time being nice to people, unless they're a child.
Or they're dying.
Or they're dying of cancer.
Or both. Sometimes it's both.
Or if they're a child dying of cancer.
But if they're ugly...
That's not a disability.
I mean, kind of.
No, usually ugly people are funny and they're down to talk hate speech.
They're down to clown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to all the Uggies out there.
No one says that.
Uggies? I know.
It sounds like baby talk. And you don't even do baby talk. You're kind of one of the only guys that doesn't do baby talk with me.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking baby. I'm a grown man.
No, you're not.
Me.
You poop your pants.
Beep, 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 beep.
So you'll poop in your pants, but you won't do baby talk?
I feel like, I mean, it's like what I do baby talk enough.
No, it has to be natural to you. Yeah, you can't force baby talk. Baby talk has to be something that you just have done your whole life.
Yeah. I do other baby shit, like poop my pants.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And cry.
Yeah, you love crying.
I just love crying.
I love when you cry. I love when like I think something might make you cry, and then I get to see if it's making you cry.
Yeah, I feel like you're wrong a lot of like you're like, huh, check this out, and it's like
I'm just hoping you'll be
whatever.
crying. It's just like
I feel like I don't. Most things don't make me feel anything, and then when I do feel something, it's like it's a fucking wave.
No, a lot of things make you feel something.
I don't know. I feel pretty dead inside for the most part. It's probably all the opiates.
You're such a liar. You're such a liar. Movies make you cry all the time.
Movies are one of the things.
But that's not... People who feel dead inside don't cry at movies.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
I'm telling you they don't.
I think a lot of people can kind of only process their emotions through...
I've dated men who haven't cried in years. And the things that made them actually cry was people dying, not fucking movies. Like
yeah, but I don't give a fuck about people dying.
There could be someone that dies that you would care about. They just haven't died yet. That's what I'm saying. Like people who have experienced real loss and they're like super masculine, like toxic masculinity. They don't cry because a piece of art moved them. It's just not something that happens.
They also probably just got to watch more movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing, too, is like if you're only watching Spider-Man, then it's like, yeah, of course you're not going to cry when you watch a movie. You watch 3 movies a year, and they're all Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
Although Endgame, if Endgame didn't make you cry.
I don't remember that one.
The one where Tony Stark dies. Iron Man
remember.
dies.
I think I fell asleep through it because it's fucking boring and it's 7 hours long.
Yeah, but if you were awake, you would have been crying.
I would have never cried.
Have you ever cried during a movie?
Yeah, I cried during
What
Lady
movie?
Bird.
Lady Bird.
I was on a plane though. When I'm on a plane, I feel weird.
What scene in Lady Bird made you cry?
I don't remember. I also cried when Lizzie McGuire's boyfriend, that was a newspaper delivery boy, broke up with her.
Oof, that was rough, huh?
That was so funny. And I was laughing then that I was crying.
It's one of the most emotional scenes in cinema.
It's pretty much the reason that I've cried at something like that before has only been because I'm like about to get my period, so it's like almost doesn't count.
Oh, so that's really what you're crying about.
Yeah, you're having like an emotional moment and you're just laughing because you're like, it's so funny that I'm crying right now.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that movies make me cry because in my head I'm always going, this is a movie. This is fucking
There's no
Chris
suspension
Pratt.
of disbelief.
No, this is fucking Chris Pratt pretending to be a space cowboy.
Once again, you're referring to a very specific Marvel movie.
No, I just picked the first actor that came into my head. Could have been anyone. What's another gay movie that makes people cry? The Notebook. That did not make me cry. First of all, I don't cry when old people die. Who cares? They're old, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you want me to feel sad for something, it has to be about kids. Old people, they died. Oh, no, they died old and in love. Like, why is that sad?
What about when kids die in movies, like Bridge to Terabithia?
I haven't seen it.
Oh. You didn't read it either? You didn't read that in school?
I might have read it, but I never fully read anything. I just read enough of it so I could cheat.
What about when, like, dogs die, like Marley and Me?
I don't give a fuck when dogs die. I don't give a fuck when any animals die. Like, my cat died and I loved her my whole life, but it's like she died. People die.
You were like literally having a moment of sadness recently about your cat dying. Rosie.
I love Rosie.
Yeah, you had a moment where you were like almost about to cry just thinking about her dying.
I was not about to cry. I just love her. You can love an animal. Like, it's just like, it's not my brother. It's a fucking cat. And yeah, I loved her. They live about, 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
And then they die. And that's part of life.
Dude, my dad was destroyed when he had to put down his dog.
Usually people hold on to animals in a way that typically can be a little codependent and a little unhealthy. Because of extenuating circumstances about how they place their feelings and their emotions.
It's also, he had that dog for like 15 years. I mean...
Yeah, you always have dogs for about 10. You have animals for about 10 to 20 years, usually. That's how long they live. And we all know that they live that long. But when they're getting to be that old, people are like,
but that doesn't change the fact that you spent that much amount of time with them and you love them and shit.
Sure, I loved my cat. She was really cute and sweet and nice.
You didn't have your cat for 15 years, though.
Yeah, I did. I had her longer. She was like 18 when she died. I had her when she was 5.
How old were you
I was 5 when we got her.
You were 20 when she died?
Mm-hmm. My mom had to put her down. I was out of the house by then, but my mom had to put her. She got like deaf and like kind of like crazy at the end. She was just screaming all the time. My mom would say, Rosie's just screaming and screaming. And she was the best cat
She probably wanted to die, huh?
Yeah, I think my mom just was like, had to make that decision at one point.
Yeah, well, this episode...
my mom's like that too.
This episode's dedicated to Rosie.
Yeah, R.I.P. Posey Pose.
And Shula.
Yeah.
My dad's dog.
I just like, my thing is I'm a very outgoing people person, and I tend to attach love to a lot of different people in my life at the time, and I think if you don't have enough of that around you, and you have maybe just that bond between your animal and maybe like one or two other people, then it becomes a greater loss than, or you just don't like the concept of death as much. People hate that concept.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I think it's great.
I've been getting used to the idea of dying recently. I've been learning about stoicism and memento mori and how we're all gonna die. And
there's nothing bad about that.
It's kind of nice in a way.
It's great.
It's kind of comforting.
It's great.
Every time I bomb now, I'm like, well, I'm gonna die and nothing matters. So
yeah, it's great.
That kind of feels good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Also, when I do well too, when I have a good set, I'm like, well, I'm gonna die and who cares? And
yeah.
But not in a sad, depressing way. In like, hell yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it's just people make a way bigger deal of it than it needs to be.
I mean, I'm probably gonna be bummed out about it when I am dying. Probably gonna be like, fuck this.
I think that
sucks.
Trying to predict how you're gonna feel at a moment that doesn't exist right now is a waste of your time. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but that's kind of a waste of your time, right? Because you're trying to predict how you're gonna feel about the way that you feel about something.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing any of that.
You also don't feel anything ever.
I'm telling you, I'm not thinking about anything, and that's the solution. You know, when there's like a monkey clanging together two cymbals, that's what should be going on in your head.
Yeah. Well, guess what? That monkey's gonna die.
It's already dead. Doesn't exist.
Holy shit.
Idiot.
It's fucking deep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, people are dumb caring about death. It doesn't matter.
I don't know if it doesn't matter. It definitely matters.
Because you're wasting the only thing that does matter, which is the moment that you're in.
I'm gonna barf.
Fine, but I'm right.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it makes me want to fucking throw up. I don't know. You're right. It's like fucking, whatever. We're all gonna die, and
it's just so irrelevant to your experience while you're alive.
I mean, it's not irrelevant though. It's kind of the one defining thing. Like, everything would be irrelevant if you lived forever.
No, I don't think so.
Death is the only thing. Relevant. Death is the only thing that makes anything relevant.
No.
Because if none of us died, then there'd be no pressure to accomplish anything.
I don't feel pressure because of death. I feel less pressure because of death. You'd feel more pressure if you're going to be around forever.
No, it's not true.
I feel the opposite of what you're saying.
What do you mean? Then you have time to do anything.
You have
forever. You can just.
You have too much time, meaning that you should be accomplishing more. Whereas if you have a limited amount of time...
Yeah, but you can just be like, I'll get around to it. Whereas...
No, that's not how I feel about
the fact that we're going to die and it could be at any second is like...
That's not
I think what propels us to do shit.
That's what propels you, but in my opinion, the fact that you're going to die just makes me go, well, why would you just not be grateful and happy every second that you can? It has nothing to do with what you're going to accomplish in my head. And more about, like, that you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, but also...
And that you're happy. I think only happiness matters.
I don't know. I don't know if happiness really matters that much, to be honest.
Health and happiness are my... Love, health, happiness.
I don't know.
Everyone else is fucking Mr. Krabs in this bitch. Like, I gotta get my career goals accomplished and make millions of dollars, and then just fucking have. That's it. Lights out.
That's what
See you later, Rosie. Hope you had a good 401k. How about when Shane was like, I don't believe in 401ks, and I'm like, that's my shit.
It's crazy how much you're like that guy.
Yeah, I am like him.
Fucking Shane from Love Is Blind.
I don't believe in four.
That's how he sounds.
He doesn't sound like.
Oh, so you think I'm a dick? Oh, so I'm like
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
It's so guttural.
Of course.
Yeah, it's got teeth.
Of course.
Oh, so you think I'm a dick or something?
What are you wearing?
What
are you wearing?
You
oh my god, you're so fucking hot.
It's like she's literally a blue wall.
What are you wearing?
What would you say to him if he asked you what you're wearing right now?
Black jeans and a white t-shirt? Would I lie to him?
Yeah, to seem hotter.
I'm wearing a...
Yeah. You can't even think of something that's hot. That's
thong?
Why would someone be in the pods wearing a thong?
We're all gonna die one day.
You're better at doing his lip because you have a man face. So. Yep, that's what it looks like.
Thanks for listening to the podcast, guys.